right, on the phone right now, we got a guy who's a big sports fan, okay? So I like stats when it comes to sports.
Oh, boy.
So we're going to give him his stats, okay?
Okay.
We are talking about Chris Young, who's on the phone with us. 9 billion with a B global streams with 14 number one singles as an artist, 11 as a songwriter, and an absolute beast on stage. Give it up for Chris Young. Chris, how are you, my friend?
Checks in the mail for that intro. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it, man. Hey, good to hear your voice, and congratulations on the new single, Till the Last One Dies. I mean, you are in the feels on this song, aren't you?
Yeah, man. Couldn't be more excited about the launch that it got. It actually broke a record for me, the most ads for radio stations being on ad day that I've ever had. It's just crazy. 94 cumulative, but we had 93 come in on that Monday. And,
nice.
Just an incredible response to it. Love the energy in the building from everybody at the new label, and just really enjoying the hell out of myself. I can't really complain about anything right now.
I love that, man. That's a good spot to be in, for sure. Is it a hard song to sing? Because it is a ballad, and your voice sounds amazing on it, but is it a difficult song? From either a vocal standpoint or an emotional standpoint, either one.
Well, I mean, emotionally, it's just a love song, you know. So
right.
It's pretty easy to. It's not like me attempting to sing "Drowning" on a night where I'm like upset about something.
Right.
Okay.
That one is the one I got to watch myself, because I think that's the only song that I've ever like cried in the middle of.
Oh wow!
Just because that song is very, very emotional. It's very sad.
Personal.
This one is "Till the Last One Dies" is like your first dance at a wedding love song, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and it's about flowers, and I love the lyrics, and I love the creativity. You're saying, you know, you bought 12 roses, but 11 of them are real. One of the roses is fake, and you're going to keep loving her until that last one dies, which it'll never die because
Hello.
it's fake.
Hey,
I love this.
We got a real Einstein on the show, Chris Young.
Hey, look, those guys that wrote that, I've written with all three of them, and I got a little mad at them when I heard the song, because this is one of the few that's on the record that I didn't co-write. Okay. And I was like, y'all couldn't call me That Day? Like, that's such an obvious idea, and sometimes it's like those where you're like, how's this not been written before?
I know.
And they stumbled on that, and I'm like, y'all just next time just call me. I'll put pants on and leave the house. I promise.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, a word's a third, right? We need you.
But it's an awesome song, and I'm really, really happy just seeing the response. Last week was the first time I actually played it since it was out there where people could listen to it and, you know, download it. And I was like, okay, once it's out there, then I'll play it. I don't really play stuff before the recording is out there. And a lot of people are like, well, why not? I was like, when you spend the number of hours that we spend making a record, you want people to hear it first and then hear it live, like, in my opinion.
Okay, I got you on that. I think to your point, I think you hear it for the first time maybe as a recorded spot, but I think you get a new appreciation for it when you hear it live as well.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's the coolest part was, you know, playing it for the first time with my band in front of a crowd and getting reaction after the first chorus.
I love that.
You know, a lot of people out there, it's a brand new song, may have never heard it before, and you could actually hear people cheer after the first chorus. I was like, okay, this is good.
You did it right.
Yeah.
Cool. Talking to Chris Young right now on the Young Love and Saturday Nights tour. A great show to see live. We got to see you here with Nate Smith
at the Sound
in Clearwater.
Yeah.
Cool thing. That was awesome. I got to talk to you a little sports. I want to talk to you about your Cowboys. You've been through a lot. How are we feeling about this upcoming season?
I'm good. I think we've got some work. Whoa! I'm not one of those fans that is like, my team's going to win the Super Bowl every year.
Okay.
I'm realistic about my team. I think getting Milton for a swap for a 5th and a 7th was an A+ move on their part. It's a competent backup, and he's got a cannon for an arm, so if they can dial him in, you know, he's going to be a project, but he's also a great backup if anything happens to Dak. I definitely think in the draft we're going to look at offensive line and a running back, and I think that will solve a lot of the problems that we had last year.
Okay.
How are you thinking about Baker Mayfield and our Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
I like Baker Mayfield as a player.
Yay!
I like him a lot.
Yeah,
I really do.
He's been great for us, obviously.
Yeah, I think he and I don't know him, so I can't speak words into existence for him. But he seems from the outside looking in like the kind of player, like when he's happy, he plays better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
So
I like that.
Totally agree with that. I got to sit next to him at a Lightning game here in Tampa Bay, and I had like a lot of preconceived notions about him, and he shattered all of those. And it was like he was the nicest guy on the planet. He seemed happy to be here, and then like you just said, the play on the field reflected that.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
We love it.
well, sweet.
But hey, man, about your Cowboys, I'm wishing you guys the best season possible. And I know you're a loyal fan, so I always like to ask you about it. But we appreciate you coming on. Congratulations on the new single. Give it up for Chris Young.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you, guys.
All right, see ya.
Bye.